was an early start to the day in Ho Chi Minh City. Still cool, the city just beginning to stir. Instead of battling through the endless morning traffic that snakes out from Saigon, we chose a different route, one that few visitors take. We boarded a modified speedboat at a small marina in District 1. Powered by a 200 horsepower Suzuki engine.
And watch your head, sir.
Thank you. There were 12 of us on board, each quietly excited for what lay ahead.
And later, we also see many other things like truck made by the bamboo, truck made by the bombshell. We see some bunk later. We see the bunkers like dining bunker, kitchens, and medical bunker. We stop by the shooting range. If you want to shoot the gun, you can buy the green bullet, green gun. There are many kinds of gun later. You can take a look and try if you want. And then we go inside the tunnel. When we walk around and show you a regional size of the tunnel, very tiny, and we just go inside a short distance.
The Saigon River was our highway this morning, a fast-track route to the legendary Chi tunnels, where most tours travel 2.5 hours by congested road. Our journey upriver would take just over an hour, and it proved to be a wise decision. As the city slipped away behind us, the river told another story of Vietnam, one of continuous growth and change. Barges hauled sand, gravel, and construction material, symbols of a nation still rebuilding, still surging forward. By the time the others reached Chi by bus, we had already arrived an hour ahead of the crowds. We hit the ground running. Our first stop, a regional map explaining the vast underground network carved beneath this very soil. Chi's clay-rich earth made these tunnels possible, strong enough to support entire hidden communities beneath the jungle floor. The cross-section model revealed just how complex the system was. Multi-level chambers for living, cooking, fighting, and healing. The Viet Cong built a world underground, invisible to the eye, but alive with movement and purpose. At one of the original tunnel entrances, a few brave members of our group attempted to squeeze inside.
Very welcome from the top. And you can imagine that's a very thick jungle. Very difficult for you to find out where's a real entrance, where's a fake entrance, because even sometimes they set up grenade underneath the duction.
You can jump. Jump up. 1, 2, 3.
No, keep grabbing. When you go in, it's easy, but when you jump out, you see that it's so difficult because it's really stuck sometimes at the hip. And this one is about 20% bigger than the original side. They even make a little wider for you to get inside because other times even smaller and some people get stuck, so that's why they even wider a little bit. And sometimes the real one, but sometimes even the fake one, they set up grenade underneath of that too. So when I see the last person go inside the tunnel, when I see Americans outside, they will set up grenade underneath of that and disappear into the tunnel. When you go inside, you see that we have to strong arms up like that to make your shoulders slim and fit inside. You bend down and sit down inside the tunnel. It's connect from here to there, but it's not for you to move longer inside because we are afraid it's not safe for you to move. There's some insect also living at night, and it's quite small inside.
Okay.
Okay. Anybody want to try?
If you feel fit, then you try. Okay. If you not fit, up. Okay, don't worry. Yeah.
What does that
Because
say?
you make fit. All that.
There we go.
I fitted.
Hands up.
Now.
Is that it?
It's a drop off. Oh, that's what I was trying to tell you. You have to sit. Are you sitting? Yeah, but I can't find the bottom. Oh, got it. That is very drop off-ish.
My living word, I'm glad I'm gonna record one of these journals.
It's an instant lesson in perspective. The Viet Cong were lean, agile, and accustomed to these narrow passageways. For most Western visitors, even crouching proved a challenge. What was once a lifeline for the guerrillas quickly becomes a claustrophobic maze for anybody else. Our guide explained how each cell of the network was responsible for its own section. Every member knew the traps, the escape routes, the layout of their area. Even ventilation systems were cleverly disguised. Bamboo vents camouflaged as anthills, invisible from above. When American sniffer dogs began hunting for these air vents, the Viet Cong countered with an ingenious tactic. They rubbed the vents with captured American items, cigarettes, clothing, even chewing gum wrappers, to mask the human scent. These tunnels weren't just engineering, they were psychology, survival, and strategy intertwined. Each tunnel entrance was part of what the VC called fight chains, a tactical path through the dense jungle that allowed them to strike quickly, then vanish back underground before their enemy could respond. There were more than 500 kilometers of fighting chains created through the jungle. One of the most ingenious tactics employed by the Viet Cong was how they hid the soil excavated from their tunnels. Every meter dug produced piles of fresh, telltale earth, a clear giveaway to American aerial surveillance. To conceal it, the VC used nearby bomb craters as natural disposable pits, filling them with displaced soil to blend seamlessly with the landscape. Whatever couldn't be hidden that way was quietly carried to the Saigon River and dumped into the water, carried away by the current and erased from view. It was a brilliant yet straightforward act of camouflage, turning the very scars of war into part of their survival strategy. We followed the path through a mock-up VC camp, complete with uniforms, tire sandals, and the simple tools of jungle life. Every item had a second life. American parachutes were repurposed into hammocks, ponchos, and rucksacks. Nothing went to waste. We stopped beside the rusting hulk of a M41 Walker Bulldog tank, a silent relic of the Vietnam War. Once the pride of the South Vietnamese Army, this light tank replaced the aging M41 Chaffee and quickly proved itself in the dense jungles and narrow trails of Vietnam. It was agile, reliable, and simple to maintain, traits the South Vietnamese Army valued deeply. Its compact design also suited the smaller stature of the South Vietnamese crew, giving them better mobility inside its cramped interior. Armed with a 76mm gun, the M41 could hold its own against the heavier Soviet-built T-54 tanks used by the North. But its lighter armor came at a price. It was no match for the well-placed mines or modern anti-tank weapons. Today, the burnt-out chassis stands as both a monument and a warning, a reminder of the human cost of war and how quickly technology fades while history remains etched in steel. Nearby, a grim display of booby traps revealed the darker side of war. Ingenious yet brutal devices designed not only to kill but to wound, spikes laced with filth to guarantee infection and force medevac evacuation. Each trap told a story of psychological warfare through fear and uncertainty.
So the second, the clipping armpits. Attacking the armpits. Next one, the rolling trap. Keep moving, please. Rolling traps. Yeah, it's like barbecue. You see, there's a roller. It's full around. It's like barbecue traps. Next one is a window. See, this set up like you close the window, step inside, falling down into the hole, and then folding chair. Single, but very effective. And you see the fish trap? One stick in the middle. When someone gets stuck in the middle, it's hard to get the leg out of that. Because in the middle, again, in the top, there are many other sticks, so they have to bring the whole truck to the hospital. And they call that the souvenir. The other one, seesaw, step one side, truck moving around, and take by the other side. See, this one is the door truck. They set up behind the door. They hang the truck in the ceiling. So like this. When someone kicks the door, the truck falling and attack very strong. If they use a hand or a gun, stop the truck moving from the top, but the lower part is keep moving. So attack from the top.
In a sunken shelter, we saw where unexploded American bombs were painstakingly dismantled. Their explosives were harvested, recycled, and turned into new weapons, an endless cycle of destruction, feeding resistance. For those who wanted, there was a chance to fire live weapons at the range, AK-47s, M16s, even machine guns. A reminder of how close history still feels here, loud, visceral, and echoing through the jungles. We passed small workshops where local villagers demonstrated how rice paper is made, how tunnels were dug by hand, and how VC sandals were crafted from recycled car tires.
He cut the used tire, make a sandals. You need a very sharp knife and just recycle the use tire and make it become a sandal like that.
Wow.
See, they call that Ho Chi Minh sandal. Ho Chi Minh Trail, Ho Chi Minh Soldier. And this is Ho Chi Minh sandal. It's very comfortable to wear. You can wear shoes, that's very good. But you can imagine when you walk in the rainy season, you walk in the water, will be wet. In the rice field will be wet. And it's caused a fungus, it's caused athlete foot. So that's why the sandals will be easier and more comfortable to wear. You see that they can use the spoon to put the wire to the other side. They can adjust, make it loose or tight, easy too. Everybody can make that recycle, so it costs no money. And you see, they can wear both way. This way, the other way, both way they can use too. And one pair like this? No, it's not one pair. This is one pair. You see the difference? One is going this way, one is going the other way.
A fascinating trick. They often wore one sandal forward and the other one backwards, leaving footprints that confused anyone trying to track them.
Slogan of people here: walk without footprint, cook without smoke, and speaking without noise. Everything keeps secret. So this is a pair of the sandals.
Where do they get the tire?
They can get that, even the weapon in the flea markets. Everybody
yeah?
can buy this. Every supporting from the Saigon government. People also even bring outside the scene. So that's a corruption. That's
Tapioca plant. This is the cassava root that they eat.
Our final stop brought us to a reconstructed field kitchen. Here we tasted cassava, the humble root vegetable that sustained countless Viet Cong soldiers through the war. It is easy to grow and nearly invisible to aerial reconnaissance. Even the kitchens themselves were feats of stealth, chimneys designed to vent smoke 200 to 300 meters away so that airstrikes would target the wrong location. With the tour complete, we gathered for a well-earned lunch before heading back to Saigon. As we made our way back along the Saigon River, the afternoon light shimmered across the water, the city rising once more on the horizon. It was hard not to reflect on what we had seen that day. The Chi tunnels aren't just remnants of war. They're a testament to human resilience, ingenuity, and the will to survive under impossible conditions. If you've enjoyed this journey through Vietnam's history, we'd love you to join us on the next one. Subscribe to Roving Fox Travel for more stories of culture, heritage, and the people who shape the places we visit. Thanks for watching, and until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep traveling with meaning.